All right, we are recording. Well, I'm Gene Butterfield. Welcome to the show, Contractors Mastermind. We got Mike Martinez on here. Mike, I just wanted to introduce you and allow you to introduce you, what you do, business you own or work for, and go from there. So I'm gonna let you kind of take over from here and introduce yourself.
Absolutely. So my name is Mike Martinez. I am the owner of Best Option Restoration in Thornton.
Okay.
It is a franchise. I'm one of the franchisees, and I my roommate in college actually introduced me to this line of work.
Yeah.
He is actually one of the owners of another franchise down south part of town in Centennial and Highlands Ranch, and I've been working with them on the weekends or whenever I got a chance for the last couple of years. And, at the end of last year, 2019, him and another buddy of mine, he's actually the founder of the company. His name is Nick Anthony Samuelson. And, they gave me an offer and I was like, let's do it.
Right.
And, I've always wanted to run my own business and, run it, and restoration was a great opportunity for me to start one.
Yeah. Is there a specific restoration? I know there's water restoration, there's fire, am I following correctly? And
You
what?
are. You
So
are, yeah. So we do water damages, fire damages, mold remediation. We take care of that as well.
yeah,
And any kind of storm, damage that's gone around, we can handle that. We are a 24/7 company. So, sometimes we get calls in the middle of the night that we got to go out and handle.
gotta
So,
love
and with this new virus going around, we're also disinfecting facilities as well. So,
it. Nice. Yeah, that's gonna be huge. I don't. There's so much controversy and talk going around. That's we're gonna dive into that here a little bit later. But um, man, that's awesome. So you said you started in this business last year. Is that correct? Was I hearing that correctly in 2019, kind of beginning, or was it before that?
so I've been on and off helping my buddy Kyle for the last couple of years. I just started full on with the company, to be exact, February of 2020.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
this year.
Nice, man. Hey, dude. So, I mean, that kind of leads me into my next question. What's been the toughest part of owning and running a business in 2020?
Oh man, like there's been a lot going on.
Yeah,
Obviously, this is my first company that I've ran, and I've learned a lot. Not only you're right now, I'm a one-man show, so going out and marketing, going out to networking events. Prior to this, I had never been to a networking event in my life, and just attending to those, it's a whole other world by itself.
right.
So it's been good. It's been tough. The toughest, I think the toughest thing right now is just being mentally there.
Yeah,
Obviously I was going out and able to meet new people and get new connections. And since the stay at home, law came around, I haven't been able to do that much. So it's all gone to virtual meetings like this one. So it's been good. And sometimes, I wake up all motivated and I'm like, oh yes, today's the day. And the day goes by and my phone doesn't ring as much as I want to,
yeah,
or not at all. And I go to bed, I'm what's going on? Like, what am I doing wrong? I feel like I'm doing everything right. So just me immensely there. I feel like once I get through this, mentally wise, I can get through anything. So
yeah. I
um,
believe it. I believe it, man. Not
so
very regular that you start a business and the world blows up like right a month later. It's
yeah,
great.
so it's been crazy, but I feel like I feel motivated, and I keep telling myself, this is gonna this is gonna go by.
Yeah.
It's just a wave, and I feel like I'm being tested. So
Man, that gives a lot of perspective. A lot of what this podcast is like, even offering like people's experience and allowing you to like talk about your business, but also, a lot of like, allowing business owners to talk about like what they're doing for like psychologically to get through this, or even like tools and tricks or like strategies that they're finding is working effectively. You're kind of nailing a lot of that right now. And even like, we'll dive more into this too, is like how things are changing, like what's this going to look like for the industry, but we'll get there in a second. This is kind of a long kind of wide open question, but if you usually I ask like 6 months to a year, but if you could go back 6 months ago before you started this business, before COVID hit, like, do you think you would have done anything different to prep, or would you have, what is there anything you really could do? I mean, no one really expects, a pandemic like this to hit the world even,
No, not at all. So, to be completely honest with you, 6 months ago, I never saw myself owning a business.
Yeah.
6 months ago, I was a manager of a small automotive shop,
Yeah.
and I was, managing the place, and we were doing great. 6 months ago, if you would have asked me this question 6 months ago, I would have told you I would have still been working at the shop.
Yeah.
And I'm a very driven person, I want to say. So when I got the opportunity that I got, I jumped on it, and I was like, this is a sign. I've always wanted to run my own business, and this is an opportunity that I cannot pass. So if you, I want to say I wouldn't have done anything different.
Yeah.
I want to say there's a lot of things out there that do scare me. That I'm not really comfortable, but I've done a lot of research, and I follow a lot of very known and powerful people that are wealthy, and I just keep telling myself as well, you gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I just like to take things on and just go for it.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Where are you? I don't know if I asked this. Where are you located? Where are you located? And I'll ask that first question first. Where are you out of?
Yeah, I'm from Colorado.
Colorado. What part?
So I technically live in Thornton.
Okay.
It's a little bit north of Denver.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I probably live like 15, 20 minutes of downtown Denver.
Right. So after everything is said and done with the COVID stuff, like, how have you been doing, like, leading up to COVID, during COVID? How has business been? How's that been? Like, what's that look like? I know it's kind of probably testing, especially getting started off, rather than having a book of business that you're coming into this with. But, what have you been doing to kind of bob and weave with that? What has your business been looking like? Man, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really have a history of business-wise,
Right.
because I started, right before all this hit. But I have been getting some calls. I have been going out and doing assessments,
Yeah.
giving out estimates, and the phone has been ringing, and I have gone out and done assessments. We also the founder of our company, Best Option Restoration, Nick. He also has another company called File One. They do trauma and crime scene cleaning. So when this whole COVID started, Kyle's mom, she actually owns one of the File Ones here in Denver. So she got firsthand on the disinfecting side of things. So at the beginning, I went out and helped her out, and just learn the procedures and learn the process of how to do it. So then us on the board side can start doing that as well.
Right. Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, business is still going. I'm still up and running. Had a couple jobs um, throughout the month, and I'm just I feel like I'm blessed, man. Like it's been good. I've
Yeah.
just been also, just trying to come up with ideas on how to market, how to advertise.
Mm.
Um,
What's that
now
look?
that we're
What is traditional, like what do traditional businesses in your position do when you're not dealing with a pandemic, marketing and advertising wise versus, I mean, how do you think this is going to affect your industry moving forward with that kind of stuff?
I don't think it's gonna affect it that much. We
Yeah.
just gotta take our necessary steps to handle each one individually, because every job is different, obviously. But for example, this morning I went out and did an assessment on a mold job, and we are required. Well, I mean, it's not really required, but it's recommended to wear a mask.
Yeah.
So once I heard that, I took I ordered these masks like a month ago, and obviously it takes time to make because I put our logo on there. So, just wearing our masks when we go up to the clients' houses or facility, like if it's an apartment complex or whatever it is, make sure make sure you're doing your part on, not either catching the virus or spreading the virus. Just do your part. Um, that's all I said.
Gotcha. Okay. So what would you say? I know you do a lot of restoration stuff. Are there any particular areas of your restoration that you're looking to really specialize in? Or what, if like a customer were to say, what differentiates you from other restoration companies out there, what would you tell them?
The difference that we make compared to other people is that we're very customer based. We try to keep every customer at ease.
Yeah.
Obviously when there's a flood, when they walk into their bedroom after coming back from a vacation and they see that there's water all over the place, that's not really comfortable. So I want to say we're very customer based. We want to make every customer feel like they're being taken care of. If they call us, we want to be at the job site within an hour or two max, and just be ready to go on the spot. And if they go through an insurance claim, we work with every insurance company out there,
Right.
and all they have to do is they give us their name, their number, their claim number, and we take care of the rest. We have another team that all they do is take care of the building side of things.
Nice.
So that way us owners don't have to worry about that. So yeah, it's very organized. The customer it's not really involved. Obviously, they have a deductible. All they're in charge of is a deductible. Customer service for us is a big deal.
Mm.
We want to make sure that everybody's happy, everybody's at ease. We try to answer every questions they have. If we don't have the answer right then and there, we can call the corporate. They help us out in any way that we can.
Gotcha. Gotcha. It's awesome. It's awesome. So, what's like been the number one source of all your jobs so far? Does you're mentioning that your franchise handles a lot of the billing and backing and claims and things like that, which is probably awesome for you, especially starting off. But do you guys have to handle all your own marketing and advertising, or do they send you leads, or have you been partnering up with people, or what is even like, you mentioned doing stuff virtually. What is like internet played into all that?
Yeah, so we work with obviously any this type of work can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
We one of the main sources that we work with is we work with a lot of insurance agents,
Okay.
because customer retention for them is a big deal. Adjusters, we work with them as well. We work a lot with plumbers, HVAC companies. I have a good relationship with a roofer.
Yeah.
He's been awesome. Um, you know, the company is pretty small right now, so we all work together.
Yeah.
You know, because my buddy Kyle and his mom, every time they have a lead and they're either busy or it's up north, they call me up and I help them out. Vice versa, if they're busy and they need help, I go out there and help them out. Um, you know, right now it's mainly word of mouth.
Yeah.
We also teamed up with Team Dave Logan. They've been good. Home Advisor, sometimes we get a couple leads from them,
Yeah.
so they've been good. And yeah, I mean, right now we're gonna get big.
Yeah.
I have a good feeling we're gonna get big. We're not there yet, but as long as we do our part and we take care of our customers, customers will come to us eventually. So
Right. Right. That's awesome, man. I kind of leads into one of my next questions. This is we're almost there, so I hope you have enough time. I hope this isn't going over for you.
no, you're good.
Cool. What are some long-term goals for you? Like where do you see yourself? What are some like short-term benchmarks? Maybe 6 months to a year, but also like what is like your ambitions as a business owner over the next 1 to 5 to 10 years? Is it looking like you want to be a part of it, or is it something where you want to start off or like delegating out and having multiple locations and having multiple managers going, or do you want to continue to stay in the middle of the business? Or, I know there's like fine lines with that, but like, what are your aspirations? I mean, even with your friends that you're mentioning too, like,
Yeah.
what does that look like for both of y'all's business?
So short-term goals that I have is that I want to have someone else helping me out within the next six months,
Yeah.
a year max. Have a technician that I can trust, a lead technician that I can just call him up and he can be there with me. He can meet me at the job site and we can either walk it together or even to the point where I can just call him up and be like, hey, there's this one project, can you go handle it? So having a right hand man for the next 6 months, that's my number one goal right
Yeah.
now. Obviously, getting jobs is number one goal, but then having a right hand man or a woman, whoever it is, because it can be both, either one. That's my next goal. I I do want to expand and become, be a bigger guy. I don't ever want to like feel relaxed
Yeah.
because once you feel relaxed, that's when you lose motivation and you're not really involved in the company. So I don't ever want to lose that. I still want to be involved, but I do want to be like, for example, I want to have 3 to 4 managers
Yeah.
that I can talk to them and they can report to me and I'll see how they're doing. I want to help people out. There's obviously a lot of young entrepreneurs out there that want to be successful. And just like people have been there for me, I want to be there for other people as well. So eventually, I do want to be like a mentor. I want to be like a coach to other people. Obviously, that's going to come with experience and down the road. But long-term goal, that's where I want to be.
It's awesome. Yeah. Big goals. I like it. I like it. All right. This is the last question. I like this one. It's, all right. I'll read it out specifically. Advice, thoughts, rude remarks for anyone who may be listening in the future. Yeah, as rude as you want it to be, or you can say politically correct, whatever you want to do.
Honestly, man, just go for it.
Yeah.
Just do what you want to do. You know, obviously being successful is not easy.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people out there, especially now with this new technology, that they want to become successful overnight. You know, they don't come that, you know, the richest men out there don't become successful overnight. You gotta work for what you want to do.
Right.
Just you gotta find your why,
Mm.
and once you figure out your why, the rest, you know, it's obviously gonna take work, but
Yeah.
it's work that you're gonna enjoy doing,
Mm.
and just just do it.
Yeah.
It's like what Nike says, just do it. You know, find your passion, and I mean, once you figure out what you want to do, and you start doing it, money will come,
Right.
because then you're not working for the money. Money will come to you once you start doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
So just just go for it. I mean, it's not easy. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. There's gonna be nights that you're not gonna sleep. There's gonna be late nights where you're gonna work late.
Yeah.
You have to work on the weekends sometimes. And once you reach that level, it's I haven't reached there yet, so I don't know how it feels, but I can imagine it, and I looking forward to it. So
Yeah. It's awesome, man. Hey, Mike, I want to thank you for being on the show. I'm gonna kind of wrap up the recording here in just a second. Give me 1 second.